I've tried it myself. I'm so sorry I got you mixed up into this.
I'm just sorry that I didn't realize you were here sooner.
No. They just made sure that nobody knew I was here, not even that Dr. Featherstone.
You know, it was Featherstone who gave me the first clue about you. Before he died, he pointed to your picture in a news magazine.
Yeah. Well, he did see me once. Because once I was able to get away from him, and I ran into a room. It's his.
Oh, so that's what he wanted me to know. He wanted me to know that you were here.
And now you're here, and maybe April will be here, and...
No, Nancy. Sharky's not going to convince April to come here, believe me. She's got too much sense.
Draper, he could trick her. He could tell her a story about Emily, and she might believe him.
Yeah, he might. She won't believe him. She won't.
Hi.
Come on, why don't we just relax? I meant what I said. I'm sorry I acted so rotten, and I want to make it up to you. Now, how would you feel if someone just pretended to be friendly just to get some information?
All right, I guess you were justified somewhat in the way you acted. But I also want you to understand how important all of this is to me. That woman is destroying my marriage.
Yes, I realize that now. I know just what Emily was trying to do, and I told her so.
You did?
Yeah.
When?
Just the other day. At the Rexford Clinic. She came by to see if I'd told you off. I gave her a big surprise. I told her off.
You did?
You see, I suddenly realized the truth. The real truth. Emily was using me, April.
That is exactly what I was trying to tell you.
Yeah, she didn't give a damn about me. She just wanted your husband.
I know she did. I know that's the truth. That's what I told you.
Yeah, so I told her that it was about time that the whole truth came out. Now, where's your husband?
My husband's not here.
All right, we'll leave him a note and we'll tell him where we are.
What do you mean, where we are? Where are we going?
We're going to the East Meadows Motel. Emily said to come right over. And this time, she promised to tell you the truth.
Kenneth, it's going to be all right. I know how hard it is to face what has to be done. But when this is over, you'll know we've done the only thing possible.
That still doesn't make it right.
Kenneth, we are fighting for our lives. These people want to destroy us, and we must fight back.
They're innocents. All of them innocents.
There are no innocents in war.
Haven't we had enough war?
We'll find peace, Kenneth. Together. In Europe.
Oh, we'll never know peace again, Beth. Not after we've done this thing.
I won't let you give up hope, Nancy. Besides, there's something I haven't told them.
What do you mean?
Oh, before they caught me, I phoned April. I told her my suspicions.
David, did you tell her to call the police?
No. I told her to hold off until I saw whether I could get you out of here or not. Don't worry, maybe she didn't listen to me this time either. Maybe she decided to take some action on her own.
She might have figured that you needed help.
Yeah, she might have.
Hi, gang. Miss me? I got a surprise for you.
David, call me! Oh, my God, Nancy. It's so hard to keep you out of this. Are you all right, Trevor?
Yeah, I'm fine. Look, why did you come here? Why did you let him talk you into it?
I'm such a fool. He told me we were going to go see Emily. She's going to tell me the truth.
Lucy, just tell me one thing.
What?
Did you call the police?
No, you told me not to. I'm sorry, I didn't know. He told me.
Not to. Okay, reunion time's over.
It'll be painless, Kenneth. Just think of it as euthanasia.
A mercy killing? For whose mercy, Beth?
Ours. Yours and mine. And for your daughter, too, for that matter. Oh, that's right. Now, you haven't thought of Valerie at all, have you? You've been under a great deal of tension these last years, Kenneth, but that's all going to change now.
Oh, yes, things will change. We'll be living with something more insidious. Fear.
No, Kenneth. Not if we act calmly and reasonably.
Calm, reasonable murder.
We're just going to put them to sleep. There'll be no violence.
Will you be quiet? I don't want to hear your voice. I don't want to hear the monstrous things you're saying.
We have to talk about this, Kenneth.
You know, Beth, there was a time when I devoted my entire life to trying to express my gratitude to you. The way you helped me when I was a starving medical student. The way you supported me when I was left alone in the world with a baby daughter. You made me what I am today.
Well, you'll be proud of yourself again, Kenneth. I promise you that.
And I'm even more grateful to you now. For an entirely different reason.
And what's that?
These past few weeks have shown me exactly why I stopped loving you.
Oh, me!
More company, Doc.
Listen, I don't know what you people are all up to, but there are people who know exactly where I am.
Don't listen to her, Doc. I got the truth out of her before I brought her in here.
What truth?
She didn't call the cops. She didn't know that Nancy Carr was here. We're home free.
You sure, Sharky?
I'm positive, Mrs. B. There's nothing standing in our way.
Chief, give me a break, will you? I mean, my car is over at the DA's office now, and Draper's out at East Meadow. I'm in that office all by myself. Now, what are people going to say? Oh, Cliff Nelson, great lawyer when he works for somebody else, but you put him on his own, and he falls apart.
What do you want from me, Nelson? Special favors? Your client was caught with the goods. That's why he was indicted, and that's why he's going to be in court tomorrow.
But I'm going to be in court with him, with egg on my face.
But you were going to bargain for a plea.
I tried to. Went to Mike Carr himself. He wouldn't hear it. Something about my client having a bad record.
I could have told you that. He's got a yellow sheet as long as my arm.
Yeah, well, I was wondering if, well, I just didn't want you to be upset when, I brought out all the irregularities in the case.
What are you talking about?
Well, you know, judges throw cases out of court when the police, don't follow proper procedure. Are you sure there's nothing you want to tell me?
Are you asking me to blow the whistle on one of my cops?
There is something, isn't there?
No, there isn't. There's a routine arrest, handled by the book.
I don't want to embarrass you in court now. You're positive.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You don't have to get upset. I mean, just doing my job. Can't win them all.
You have got more damn nerve than anybody I've ever met.
With the possible exception of Raven.
What?
Oh, well, that's another reason why I came here. I wanted to wish you congratulations.
Thank you.
I was going to say commiserations, but I don't think you want to hear that.
I don't want to hear that, no.
I'll bet you don't. You must be going through a lot of flack because of this. Well, let me join a long line of people who think you're making the biggest mistake of your life.
Nelson, if this meeting is over, I've got other work to do.
Hey, it's not because I don't think she's a beautiful woman. But,
thanks.
I mean, when Raven walks into a room, it's like there's no other female alive.
Have a good day in court tomorrow.
Yeah, have a good day in church tomorrow. Or whenever it is.
It's going to be the city hall and the mayor's office. Whenever it is, I will make sure you get an announcement.
No invitation?
No.
Oh. Guess that means no invitation. Well, it's just as well. Well, what I really want to say is... Hey, how long have we been working together, huh? A year and a half? I think you're a nice guy. Your macho act is a little much for me to handle, but that's just the way you are, you know? And to see you up at that altar, about to be devoured by that barracuda, I don't think I could take it. I guess I'm too sensitive.
If you were sensitive, you would realize that you are no longer welcomed in this office.
Me? Hey, what did I do?
Don't let the doorknob hit you in the back.
Hey, bet you Raven told you that she would change. Turn over a new leaf, huh? Well, don't you believe it.
I like her just the way she is.
Yeah? Change that name to Derek Masochist.
Hello.
For Pete's sake, Raven, what are you doing here?
Well, I was just passing by, and I thought I'd come see how my old friends were doing.
Well, we're doing just fine, thanks.
Good. Sky around? I thought he might be here.
No, he was here this morning, but he left.
Not discouraged, I hope.
No, actually, we're through for today, too. So if you came for a free dancing exhibition, I'm sorry.
No. This is just a friendly visit. And I really didn't come to see Sky, so if you run into him, you don't have to mention that I asked for him.
Don't worry, Raven. I intend to forget it anyway.
Oh, you're a sweet boy. By the way, do you teach ballroom dancing?
Are you kidding?
No. I'm going to get married to Derek Mallory, and he is horrible in the dance floor.
Well, I'm sorry. No ballroom dancing.
Oh, too bad. Hi, Jody. Still planning to be tomorrow's big dance star.
Maybe the day after.
Well, guess I'll be on my way. Lovely to see you two again.
Bye-bye.
What do you suppose that was all about?
About nothing at all. Just more of Raven Swift's fun and games.
Well, can I get you anything? Would you like some coffee or tea?
No, thank you.
Okay, you said you wanted to come over tonight to talk about the future.
Sit down and relax. Jody, I wanted to explain to you why I tried to talk you out of joining the dance company.
You wanted to see how strong my sense of commitment was. Yeah, that makes sense, I suppose.
You know that Sky is going to be investing a lot of money on you.
And he can count on me 100%.
I know. We both believe that. And I just want you to know that personally, I'm very happy that you're going to be in the company.
Mrs. Swift.
Raven?
Raven, right. There's still one thing that confuses me.
What's that?
Where do you fit in? I mean, are you part of the Whitney Dance Company?
Well, I don't exactly have a title, but, why don't I just say that you can bet I'm going to be behind all the scenes.
Mrs. Swift, hello.
Why, detective? Oh, don't tell me. You're not taking dance lessons.
No, I just had some questions to ask Gavin Wiley about an old friend of his. Nothing very heavy.
Well, I hope he's nicer to you than he was to me.
Mrs. Swift, are you in a hurry?
No.
You have time for a drink? With me?
My. You certainly think a lot of yourself, don't you? I mean, it's fascinating. It is, really. So you spent all that time in Europe?
Well, it wasn't all that long, about 18 months. I spent 6 months on the continent and the rest of the time in London.
London? My stepfather lives in London.
Oh, does he? That's very interesting.
So what were you doing there?
Well, I happened to be working on a case with Interpol that originated here in the States.
My goodness. I guess Derek was very lucky to have you. I don't know about his officers. I don't know sometimes where he gets them.
Well, they seem to me to be a pretty competent group of guys.
Well, you wouldn't believe the woman you replaced, Deborah Saxton. She was dreadful.
Oh, really? That's interesting. You know, everybody else seems to think she was a hell of a cop. I understand she was very gorgeous, too. Red hair, baby blue eyes.
Have you been talking to Kelvin Stoner?
He just happens to be my partner.
Obviously. He's probably told you all these good things about Deborah. Don't believe them. The best thing that ever happened to that department was when she left.
Oh, really? Tell me, Raven, how much time did you spend abroad?
Well, I lived with my mother for a while before she died. And, of course, I've been to Paris, but who hasn't?
Well, I imagine there's a lot of people who haven't made it to the left bank. You didn't happen to know Martine Duval when you were there?
No, I didn't have the pleasure until she came to Monticello. She's a lovely lady. Very talented dancer, I understand. It's too bad she's out of work.
Yeah, I suppose it is. Now, I wonder what it was that cost her that job.
Want to know what I think? Lack of talent.
I thought you just said she was very talented.
No, I don't mean dancing talent. I think she couldn't keep her grip on her man.
Oh. That's funny, you know, I understand that you're not seeing Sky Whitney anymore either.
Well, that decision was mine. I mean, that makes a difference.
Of course.
I decided that he was wrong for me. See, I like my men to be very stable and secure.
Like the chief of police.
That's right. So tell me, do you approve of this wedding?
I don't know.
Detective, why exactly did you want to talk to me?
Well, I just wanted to get acquainted. I mean, it can't hurt to know the boss's wife.
Yes, but I'm not the boss's wife yet.
No, but you will be.
Yes, I suppose I will.
Well, you don't seem terribly sure.
Let me tell you something, Damien. Can I call you Damien? You see, women get jitters, too. I mean, it's not just men that get those.
I'm sure that's true.
And besides, the thought of spending my entire life with just one man, you know, that's very scary. Especially when there are so many attractive men around.
Listen, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, well, why don't you tell him about the little game you were playing at Sid's Tavern, huh?
I don't want to hear it, Sharky.
See, while April was playing waitress, Richie was playing orderly.
I really think that you should know, Doctor. Doctor, I did call the police. Sharky heard it wrong.
There's nothing wrong with my ears, honey.
My husband is an attorney. My car is the district attorney. We all have friends on the police force. Do you understand what you're doing? If anything happens to any of us, they will never stop looking for you. Never!
I know that.
Well?
Know it only too well. We'll be running for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, well, you may be running, but I'm going to be lying flat on my back in someplace nice and warm and friendly. And where the hell's Gideon? He should have been here with the money by now.
Gideon, you don't mean Ira Gideon.
The one and only. You see? She didn't know about him either.
Ira Gideon's dead.
Well, any minute now, he's going to be walking through that door. And if you're real lucky, you will be able to see what $1 million in cash looks like.
This should do it.
Gideon! He's here! He's here!
I don't care about Ira Gideon. It's none of my business. The only reason we are here is because of Sharkey. I believed that Sharkey was involved in a fraternity matter.
Be quiet.
How in the world did you, keep Nancy Carr here? I mean, this is not a prison, it's a hospital.
I said, shut up.
Dr. Bryson, why don't you listen to me?
Mrs. Scott, do you want to see your husband again? Then keep your mouth shut.